Action! Got it. That was perfect.
Start off with this. So for scene one, the black and white photo, I'm just assuming maybe this is something we can grab with those quick images later on, like when we do those flash cuts of the guys killing the various victims.
Well, they're all up on the wall. We need them at the house.
I'm just reading a note here from Monica. This was a month ago, but he's out of town May 22nd to June 4th.
That would be great, you know, and to shoot, be able to shoot them. It would be fabulous.
You're shooting, the other guy's grabbing the gun, it's going off, hitting the ceiling.
Well, we had 700 a week total, and we're only green until the 29th on.
Whitell nails him and he shoots her, then they go to the graveyard.
Right. So right here, if we cut this. Roy, Gloria, Adam, like we have in Wendy Banjo to be announced. I didn't know Lou Temple before. He just came and auditioned and it was funny, he was the first person who came in and read for Adam Banjo and the last person.
Gloria, for Christ's sakes, come on now, you know it's all just a bunch of crap. I mean, they're just exaggerating so they get the ratings up, they're trying to scare everybody so they hide in their homes and buy more TV dinners.
I never go to the casting sessions because I think it's really distracting and it's not a play. I'm not going to watch this person live. I want to see them on tape later, also because I don't want to be influenced by their presence in the room, because sometimes people have incredible presence in a room and photograph like a little mouse. And sometimes they're in front of you, it's like, this is one of the most boring people I've ever met. And on camera, you're like, oh my God, this person just comes alive.
Fucking get me out of here! Somebody help! Somebody help!
Spaulding, Captain Spaulding, was a character in the Marx Brothers movie.
Well, I'm sorry, but I just don't find it in the least bit funny. At all.
Oh, come on now, honey. How about a little encore performance tomorrow?
Oh, you wish.
Leslie Easterbrook, for instance, came in to read for a small role, or for a different role, and I was like, she's great, but I don't know what I want her for.
You go get them, Sheriff! Go get your ghosts! Those ghosts are gonna crawl right inside your head!
Hey, Roy, I did some more research into that thing I was telling you about the other day.
What thing?
Rodeo clowning.
Rodeo clowning. You want to be a fucking rodeo clown. What, are you high?
Yeah, I mean, no.
It's sort of an unexplainable thing. Some people just have it.
Oh my God, look at you. Wow.
The door runs outside, David falls out.
With Michael Berryman, are his days real like locked down, like he's only available certain days? Right. So Rondo is really the big missing part. So MC Gainey, does he look more like that other picture you sent me now? His hair's gray and short. This has the type of place like the hottest girl still won't have any teeth. Right. You know, maybe that's why she's popular. Well, if that doesn't work, there's other people.
Because I know Karen Black, they must be depressed about Karen Black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't even know why she's not doing it.
Yeah, it's too bad that didn't work out. But...
No, it's not.
Everyone thinks the budget is about 10 times bigger than it actually is, so they think that we're screwing them. I just don't want someone showing up for a statement sort of like, I'm here, but I really don't want to be here.
It's supposed to be Gloria, but he said I look too young for Gloria. But then when they sent me the part for the mother, it said 34, and I went, well, now I'm too old. And they go, no. We like you for the mother. I go, okay, but I was just fine for Gloria.
Priscilla Barnes! The budget on this is maybe half of the first one, but I think it'll look twice as big as the first one, just because I just know the money on the first one was just wasted. It just didn't. I thought it was getting on screen, but it really, I don't think it really was.
Actually, instead of us going more over budget, I think we're going more under budget every day. That Rob keeps thinking about how to do things a little more cheaply and succinctly. And
I think limitations make people get more creative. When you just have everything, you just keep throwing more money at it all the time, and it doesn't get any better.
On a budget like this, just not ultra low budget, but isn't like you need to be fairly crafty. You know, I went outside the locations and twisted the script around to fit the locations.
That was the main thing, though, just find really remote, versatile places with a lot of scope, because I didn't want to do a lot of company moves, so literally it's, you know, it's funny because here's the western town, you move the camera a foot, there's the Firefly house, move another foot, there's where the bounty hunters live. I mean, it's just all packed together. It's basically, you know, versatile locations is the key.
Just becomes a fit. Yeah.
Make a staircase coming down. You know, then you can be here, like, stop. But then you can knock them out, pick them up, just for fun, toss them through the window.
Camera down here, like follow them across, and then like come up when they get out of the car, cut down.
She turns and she stands like this.
I mean, a disco ball out here could be like, you know, we could move it around. It could be like these balls here, you know.
make one is parking work.
There you go.
He wanted something that was deserty, real, gritty. It's a completely different feeling movie than the first one.
When we're out there, we just find a spot.
Well, there's a gas station set at Club Ed that's like just down the road. You know.
You can't even just have the building right. There's a colored shape in the background.
So just give her a...
I don't see.
So we're changing that. That's it, something rest easy in or something like that.
We were out location scouting one day, and my favorite location was not on the scout. We're driving down the street, and I was like, stop! And there was this house that eventually became the house that Captain Spaulding lives in. And it was just abandoned. We didn't even do any decoration. It was just, as it is in the movie, is how we found it, just sitting there. You know, it was in an area they thought was going to develop, but they couldn't get water in there, so this house just rotted, but it was fully decked out.
Ugh. Shouldn't have opened that.
But behind that house, we took a look in the backyard, and there was just acres and acres of chicken farms that had just been left. And they were just dilapidated, and that's what we used for our big sort of like, you know, Italian Western death scene out in there. But not only had the buildings been left, but so had the chickens. So you look in there, and there's really like mummified chickens. I mean, it was so hot and dry that they were like, it felt like if you touched them, they'd go, poof, just turn to dust. And I'm like, we couldn't build this if we had $50 million.
You're talking about using this area here as like the main staging area.
Possibly. And then when he goes to hit him again, Otis rolls out of the way, and that's when that kicks him in the knee.
If you see a light switch, try it. Oh, okay, go on. Yeah.
I think we have one location that isn't filthy.
Well, Mano, shoot handheld out of it.
Well, that's that thing falling out of the helicopter. Oh, it's Phil's camera.
Is the key grip here? Right here? Let's go.
What the fuck is happening? Jesus Christ, we're locked out of the fucking place? We're locked in, then we're locked out. Sarsaparilla.
The look of the first film is very psychedelic, cartoony, and it's really over the top. I think it works for that, but doing a sequel to do that again would seem like, ugh, that again.
Why does this appear to be so much more grain?
I see, right. Just
Like this?
Yep.
I like this. This is good.
Which is this.
Why do we have to bring him in for New York for $150 a day?
He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant.
But there's no good camera operators in LA?
I don't know.
It's so dark.
It's dark.
Yeah, it's too dark though. Once we get into the DI, you're not going to have any leeway to do anything. So it's not going to look exactly like this?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the costumes needed to be authentic, but I also wanted them to be simple. I wanted them to be timeless. I wanted them to look real, because there's always a tendency to overdo it. You know, serial killers on the run aren't wearing cool bracelets and belts. They take all that crap off and throw it away. And like bounty hunters, you know, just simple guys. Not like, don't give them all kinds of road warrior bullshit. So that was always the thing, just simple.
Or
That's cute.
a dress,
Yeah.
which is definitely what I like, and the rip, if somewhere it's ripped because of the run, and then get some
Cool
cool
boots.
boots.
Yeah.
$352 to buy fake,
Just-
crappy looking
Exactly.
camouflage pants.
Exactly. Otherwise, they have these kind of, dyed stuff.
I like the patches if they look functional. They're there because the pants are old and falling apart. Well, how many pairs do we need?
Oh, we need for everybody about five.
Five pairs?
of everything.
5 of everything?
For everybody.
At
Everybody gets
$900
killed,
a
so
pop?
everybody-
Well, it just looks like clown clothes, and I don't want him to seem like a clown. We should see if we can get him like a worn-out black concert T-shirt from the '70s. You know what? Write down Cheap Trick, because Andy's got some connection to Cheap Trick, so maybe he can move that one along faster.
Tricks.
Cheap Trick. That's what I'm saying. I make 4, so it's 2 on each.
When we talk to
You know, it's like a short vest, but it's got that sort of like that puffy quilted thing. It's almost like if you rip the lining out of a jacket.
Yeah.
Managing a big crew is something I'm kind of used to. You know, being on tour, I was always in charge of everything. The big stage productions, the whole crew. But I think the main thing that keep them united is everybody should be in a good mood and it should be fun. Because first of all, if it's not fun, why the fuck would anybody want to be there? I mean, come on, let's be real. And the other thing is just like that everything that everyone's doing is important.
We stage an action scene or a thing that would get you more sweaty and on the edge of your seat than that.
So that's basically the changes. Simplifying moments to make it more about
a shock or a scare or a twist.
Well, that's yeah, but I know how it's going to be shot. When someone runs in here, the camera just whips by, grabs him, and now we're over here. You're going to just see like a blur of something. My biggest fear is staging fight scenes that end up looking like Walker, Texas Ranger. You know, like if we don't have the time, I don't want to do it. I'd rather do something smaller that's more, because really what it's about is the intensity of the characters.
Baby's got a shotgun, which I know you were talking about that, you like that. And keep leaning back towards a pump with her.
I think we go with the pump.
To believe that somebody sees a violent movie, that it's going to make them violent, I think it's probably going to make them less violent.
Within 6 months, there's going to be something much more atrocious that's come out of Iraq or somewhere else.
But you're having him hold the head up like this, right? I mean, and I think that's probably what the similarity is, right?
It hadn't even crossed my mind. I mean,
You know what? I mean,
Wayne's sitting in the shop making the severed head. It didn't even cross his mind. I just called him. He was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that." Because he's sitting there sculpting it.
It's real.
Right, and like we almost want to shoot this movie like the way the video looks. All handheld and weird. That's what's almost worse.
Storyboards are weird. I didn't even bring them to set, and I never used them. Which, sorry to the guys who drew them. But what it was helpful for was having to explain to them what I wanted the storyboards to be, because then I would have to really articulate the scene to someone else and in my own head enough to get someone to draw it out how I want it. And then I would never go back to it, but it would just make me work out the bugs. It almost like saved film. He drew it out and I'd go, well, that clearly doesn't work, so we won't do it that way.
Hey, Roy, open up. I got some of that Dr. Corndog's hickory smoked jerky. I'm sorry, got the wrong room. I'm looking for room number 2.
No, you got the right room. Come on in.
Is Roy in there?
Roy's in here, all right. Come on in.
You're on your knees! Roy, help!
It's our last time to go through everything before we have to really do it for real. So today's the day where we truly discover how unprepared we are. Except for the fact that we have no sets, not finished casting. We have no wardrobe.
The crew isn't here.
We're feeling pretty good, pretty confident that in 7 days we'll have a movie.
This is going to be a color study for the Saloon and Western Street.
Well, I mean, production design is incredibly important because it's like trying to take your vision and convey it to another person who's then going to convey it to his people, and suddenly, boom, there's a house in front of you. And in this movie, there was a sort of a little bit of a problem because the original production designer left a week out from shooting, and nothing had been started. And then I brought in another guy, Anthony Tremblay, who was amazing. I mean, because he didn't have much money, and he could turn around anything. But the one trick was the sets were never finished in advance because he was always rushing to. I mean, he had a week of prep to shoot this whole movie, so it was like, that set'll be done a half an hour before you get there, and that's when you'll see it. And you're like, ay, ay, ay. But it worked because he was good and he knew what we wanted, and so I never showed up and thought like, what the fuck is this all about? It was always right on.
I am working like crazy. I want to have this done by Monday at the latest Tuesday.
Yeah, so actually, they're going to bring more dark in here to match what's going on a little bit.
I can easily do that one too.
All I have to compare it to is last time, and I would say that we're about 1,000 times more prepared than we were in the last film. I just love making movies. It's always the most fun, from the most mundane detail to like the biggest day on set. But really, I think the most gratifying moment is probably the table read, because it's just been words on a piece of paper, and you hear it in your head, and when you finally get all the actors and they read through it and you have that like, works, or like could work, or this might work, but you finally hear them start bringing it to life. That's probably the most exciting moment where it feels like, you know, hey, we're making a movie.
Any other thought is going to get you cold slab, toe tag, mailed home to your mom in a plastic bag. Are we crystal?
Crystal, sir.
Gentlemen, let's do what God made us to do.
Howdy, murder lovers. It's your old pal, Captain Spaulding again, and I'm here to tell you about our exciting new attraction, Mary the Monkey Girl.
You write the script, but until someone speaks, you go, okay, that's awkward for that person, just the way they speak. That sounds funny. That sounds perfect for them. And I just sit there writing around, changing. And you know, you can hear when dialogue is awkward in a movie where, like, you can tell that guy just loved that line and he was going to make sure they said that line no matter how awkward it sounds.
Rodeo clowning.
Rodeo clowning? You want to be a fucking rodeo clown? What are you, high?
Yeah. I mean, no. Sorry, I got the wrong room. I was looking for room 5.
No, you got the right room. Come on in.
Is Roy in there?
Roy's in here, all right. Come on in.
You're on your knees!
What's the matter, kid? You afraid of clowns or something?
Jamie nods yes.
Why?
Don't we make you laugh? Aren't we fucking funny?
Sheriff, you can't outrun yourself. You found your way into something you ain't never allowed. We'll get ya.
And second off, I can do anything I want. Consider me motherfucking Willie fucking Wonka. You are in my chocolate factory now. You got it, my factory. Hoss, I want you to pray. I want you to summon your God to come save you. I want lightning to come down and crash upon my fucking head.
Well, make your move, Whitey. 2 hits. Me hitting you and your dick hitting the dirt.
Oh, man, you ain't hitting nothing.
Come on, cut the shit. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Shit always floats our way, don't it, Chief?
Whitey, pull the fucking car over.
Jesus Christ, 2 fucking retards. Forget it, ain't no fucking ice cream in your future.
Stop it! Leave him alone! Stop it, motherfucker!
Maybe he had a divine moment when his brains hit the floor.
Maybe you will too.
Well, I can't fucking wait.
Trailers.
If you want to hear
Visita mi
it,
canal. Come and get it.
come on!
It's funny. It was kind of like the first time you came in for when we first met. It's just like what you think. You know, you hire someone because you think they're going to do something, and they come in and do it. And it's like you look for a comment and you almost don't have it because it was just what you wanted.
I love it when it just flows, man. That's what you say. I can't wait to get to the next one.
The real goal of what we got to do is make these shitty, horrible people
that we're honest. We have fun. We have our code. Yeah. Our fucking code.
Whenever he's being interviewed, it's like even though he's evil, he's so much more charismatic than whoever's interviewing him. That if you had to make a choice, who would you rather see drop dead, Geraldo or Manson? Everyone would pick Geraldo. Like, it never can seem fun, because you're fucking screaming in pain, but you're yelling for more, and you're just fucking nuts.
Yes.
The main thing that makes a movie good is people being comfortable. So, you might have thought like, oh, this will be good, but someone's like, well, I like this hat. And you're like, okay, that looks good and you're comfortable, or these shoes, or that's too revealing, or you want something more revealing. So yeah, it's just always a give and take. Because the worst thing you can do, the most idiotic thing you can do as a director is go, well, I carved this in stone a year ago and it's not changing.
This jacket is a symbol of my individuality, my freedom of choice.
See, the last guy I killed was a short, fat guy.
The fact is, I look so good sometimes they have to make me down, so I look closer to the guests.
So, big kid.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Morris Green Show. It's so nice to see you all today, and of course, it's always nice to be seen by you today. We can say poop. We can say poop. So you're in. Go ahead. These groups, like the inverted cross or the pentagram or the number 666 left at the scene of the crime. What do you think about that? The Morris Green Show.
Got it. What do you think? How would your guy be?
He gets a haircut.
But how often? Like every...
I think Otis's makeup is way too heavy, because I want to play him more natural. He's looking too much like a guy walking around in white goth makeup. Yeah, but let's leave this stubble, like always stubble.
We're not
never
gonna shave it. We'll just cut it down.
Okay, try that. People have their private moment.
Much better.
I know. How long is it going to take him to set up? Just sit. Okay. Higher. We're centered on the...
We shot a lot of tests on the actors because I wanted to make sure that they came off more real. It's amazing what, you can be looking at someone live and you go, okay, and then you see it on film and you go, God, that looks fucking ridiculous on film. It basically solve problems as much as possible in advance.
Oh, the set. These are the things that'd be nice if we could find out before we walk on set. And I don't want.
I'm sorry about that.
I mean, we've had major issues with everything. Action.
Howdy, folks.
You could pop the monkey's head up, go on. Yeah, you know how to wrangle a monkey. Just wrangle it.
It's Mary, the monkey girl. Oh, yes. That little honey is half real human, half monkey. I brought all the way from the wilds of Borneo. So y'all come in, make sure you bring little Johnny and Susie with you. She'll scare the holy guacamole out of them. And remember, while you're down here, pick up your Captain Spaulding for President t-shirts. I could be the president of this country, okay? And I could kick some major ass and get everything all straightened up real quick. Fried chicken!
Got it.
Hey, got it.
Yeah, it's really good with not swallowing it.
Oh, that's awesome.
How's that make it?
God bless America and God bless Captain Spaulding.
Got it.
Okay,
Got it. There was one moment with the bird and the monkey. This looks so funny.
Tie them here like this. That's what I... Yeah. Yes, that's... There's a lot of good... Right.
Yeah, I like it right down there. Start with just right down the middle. Yeah, that's what it is.
Visita mi canal.
I
I like the. Can I keep the little wings? Hey.
A big pet peeve of mine, a big one, is bad wigs in movies. It drives me crazy, especially movies where they have millions and millions of dollars. Like, you can't get a decent wig on that actor. I've seen movies where I can see the wig in the close-up, like here's where the wig ends, and I can see like, or it's coming up in the back, and you're just like, it's like a bad toupee, and you're like, it is, man. So the way to make the wigs amazing, we shave his head completely bald, and then the wig is a lace wig, which is so thin that you can see his scalp through the hair. So it just looks like he's got thinning hair, which looks totally real.
I feel like all I need is a big gold hoop earring in one ear. I feel like a genie or something.
Yeah, they're starting out
like Mr. Clean. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, Part 2. We go right from this to Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah. I don't know what we're shooting right now. I'm just still mourning the loss of my hair.
Well, Wayne, why is that?
Hasn't really kicked in just yet. Not quite sure what I'm doing, who I am, what the hell is going on. But you know, this coffee is starting to work its magic. All the glue and chemicals from this makeup starting to sink into my brain, and I'm starting to feel a little bit of Otis B. Driftwood coming on. The boogeyman's real, and we found him.
It's amazing to finally be here because it's such a weird thing, you know. You imagine the whole thing in your head, really, but until right now, it's the first time I've seen everyone together in wardrobe doing their thing.
We made the ring for Adam Banjo, just a little skull. Then we made a belt buckle that looks like that. That's an untarnished one.
Now we're doing a black bruise tone, cedar, red oxide. What is this?
A little aged blood.
Aged blood.
I mean, it's simple action, but we'll have a lot of angles. I mean, a lot of coverage on simple things. Okay. That's how I want to do everything.
Man, I don't see him. Shit, where the fuck is he?
Cut. Great. Okay, we cut!
Well, the first scene was just Baby and Otis driving up to the motel, which, you know, it's a 30-second shot that we now have from 26 different angles, and we filmed for 5 hours, but...
That's exactly what I thought you'd say. I mean, you can never be supportive of anything I want to do.
What do you want me to say? You're dressed for the part and you're headed in the right direction?
I was always a big fan of Jeffrey Lewis. Weird actors always jump out to me in movies. I mean, I was always a big Clint Eastwood fan, you know, and Jeffrey's made, I think, about 7 movies with Clint, so he's always there, and he's always just like a scene stealer, you know. He doesn't ever really get a lot to do sometimes in these movies, but he just steals the scene.
No, yes. Get me some of that beef jerky.
Thanks for talking. You know, I could have been on that pit crew down in North Carolina.
The cameraman would like one more.
Yeah, well, we don't have time.
Yeah, that was the best one so far.
It's going good. It's going really good. I mean, everything I want to do, we're accomplishing. I mean, as usual, behind schedule. We're behind schedule after the first 5 minutes. But...
I'm Adam Banjo. This is Roy Sullivan. He played with Johnny Cash. Did you?
I played with Johnny Cash.
He did?
Yeah, he shook my hand.
Action!
Well, I'm sorry, but I lost my sense of humor about 5 miles back. Can you get over this already?
When our chick bitties were flapping around up there, she was
don't flap.
They look like 2 raccoons in a gunny sack fighting to get out.
Oh, Adam,
shut up.
Our top fell down. I was gonna pee myself.
I was gonna pee myself. You're just jealous because you don't have any pity.
Oh, Gloria, come on. No reason to get mean about it.
Come on. That was perfect.
No.
I was wondering, you gonna take me back to your room and play with me?
My wife's in that room.
Or is my brother gonna have to shoot your fucking teeth out of your head? After one day, I felt like we'd known each other for years. Woo! You're supposed to put your arms under me.